Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I've got the dog tarot on the table because we're going to talk about the Whale's children. It's just a real gentle deck, and I like that. And I love that I kept this box out because look, on the end, it's like the dog house. The ends of the box is nice. I think I've showed that to you before, but I just think it's so cute. All right, so I'm going to do 3 piles. We'll do one for George, Charlotte, and for Louis. And we'll just do an energy check-in. How are they doing? You know, they got this thing with Uncle Andrew and, and kids are like, who can I talk to? Who can't I talk to? And, Mom, what's going on? How come Dad's so angry? Right? Kids know. Kids know. And George is going to be a teenager, if you can believe it, this summer. And Charlotte's, going to be 11 and Louis is going to be 7. Like, they know. They know. So let's do a check-in. How is Grandpa doing, right? They know Grandpa's not well. And last time we did a check-in, Charlotte was still very concerned about Mom. That was her big focus. Now, what are the kids? Are they concerned about George is going to a different school? They just moved into a new home. Let's just do an energy check-in. So I'm going to do 3, like I said, we're going to do 3 piles, George, Charlotte, and Louis. George, Charlotte, and Louis. Just an energy check-in. Nothing too deep, nothing too intrusive. They're just children. Just checking in. Just checking in. I sound like Bob from that painting, Happy Little Clouds. We'll just put some happy little clouds right here and put some happy little trees right here. So we're just doing an energy check-in. Just an energy check-in. Yeah, happy little clouds here and there. George, Charlotte, and Louis. How are they doing? Are they doing better that their mom is doing better? Are they all stressed? What's going on in the family? Do they even know? So let's do 3 piles for each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll get to the read in a minute. I just want to put them all out. 2. Oh, the devil, it's a cat. We have to remember the devil is Catherine as the Capricorn. So again, Charlotte is all over Mom. Oh, that almost looks like little Louis, hey? Okay. And the underlying is 3 of Swords. Ooh, some sorrow. Some sorrow. All right, so here's George. We have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. He's feeling more like he's more involved in the day-to-day, right? We have the 2 of Swords in reverse. Oh, they've made a decision on his school. There is the 10 of Cups. Oh, love that for George. He's really enjoying the family right now. I'm glad one of the kids got that, right? We have 2 of Pentacles in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. He's worried about Dad. Charlotte's worried about Mom. He's worried about Dad. Well, he's also a Cancerian himself. So I just want to make sure you can see all these. Yeah, let's move these over. All right, so for George is actually really happy, extremely happy. He's loving his family life. 2 of Swords in reverse. They made up a mind what school he's going to go to, so that's good that choice has been made. He's feeling like he's more part of the family process here with 5 of Pentacles in reverse. That means like upright, it would be like he felt like an outsider, wasn't included in anything. He's feeling more like they're kind of relying on him a little bit more, and they're telling him a little bit more. Look at the clock agrees. And the 2 of Pentacles here in reverse is he likes to distract himself about things that are going on. So here we have the Chariot, and George is a Cancerian as well. Like, we think of all the water signs in this family. We have Andrew, we have Edward, we have William, we did have Diana, we have Camilla, we have George, we have the king, right? Very, very filled with water signs. So this just tells me where he is right now as a chariot. Like he's obviously has not come into the fullness of, I mean, he's preteen, right? He's going to be a teenager, and uh, there's some parts of him he still doesn't feel in control of his life. Um, yeah, this is just telling me he is now starting to leave childhood behind and start to manifest and turn into the young man that he will eventually be. So that's good. So overall, I think George is pretty happy. He's, I think he's really happy that they've decided what school he's going to go. He's got the 10 of Cups, and that's the one we wanted to see at least one of them have. So that's where George is right now. He's on the precipice of becoming an adult. And that's, you don't become your major arcana until you become an adult. And this is telling me he's going to start to move into that aspect of his life now. And then eventually, once he becomes an adult, the chariot will turn upright for him. All right. All right. Good on you, George. I wonder what this sorrow is. Could be Grandpa. So let's see Charlotte, the Hanged Man. She finally feels better and free. The Seven of Swords in reverse. Isn't that interesting? Shake a paw for a treat so you learn a strategy. Seven of Swords in reverse. The Devil. So that would be Mom. That would be Mom. Or that could actually even be Charlotte. Maybe like she's, loving her, little girls can get like, Barbies or whatever the current trend doll is, or current music is. Little girls, they can become quite obsessive over some things. Five of Swords. She might be the boss of the kids. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. Boy, she's got lots of swords going on here. And two major arcanas. So she's a little bit all up in her head. It's so funny. The Devil is a cat. She's learning strategies on her play. Isn't this funny? There's three dogs, and there she is, the girl dog with the pink on, and the two. She's actually learning how to be the boss of those two boys. And how many times have we read that she is more like her grandmother and her Auntie Anne, and she's trying to take control of the boys. Maybe she's trying to make sure they behave themselves, and a lot of oldest daughter. She's the only daughter, but oldest daughter always being looking after everybody. Even if you aren't the oldest child, you're the oldest daughter. And so I'm thinking that's what we're getting with her. Also, with the Hangman in reverse and the Eight of Swords in reverse, I'm getting a sense she feels such a relief and so much freer. I think she was a real worrywart about her mom, and this actually still could be her mom. And this could just be like she was maybe somewhat very attached to her mother, like very attached to her mother, and her mother is her whole world kind of thing. Nothing wrong with that at all. But I'm getting a sense like she's feeling much better about her mom, and she's feeling freer and more allowed to be a child, and getting more as she matures, and she's getting more control of her brothers, and bossing them around, and good for her. And making sure everybody stays in line, and not too loud, mom is sleeping. I can hear that. Not too loud, mom is sleeping. Or George, leave your little brother alone. I could really see her getting into that role. being the little mother of her brothers. Absolutely, I could see her doing that. But yeah, she's much happier, freer of responsibilities. Perhaps it's even that she just even has more room. Maybe now she's got like a bigger bedroom, and um, they have a yard they can play in that's quite a bit bigger. I saw that it had like a trampoline, and I think it has a tennis court because she enjoys tennis, and has a swimming pool, and so much more. She's feeling more free to go do what she wants to do. But I think she's quite attached to her mother. But yeah, so that's good. She's becoming quite the little. I could even see Anne being like that with her brothers. Hey, could you not? Okay, little Louis. Ooh, 8 of Cups. Something's missing. Queen of Swords. Page of Wands in reverse. I love this one for him. To me, that would be him, little Louis, hey, playing at Norfolk there. King of Cups in reverse. Okay, little Louis is the one that is most worried about Grandpa. And that's probably where this sorrow, the 3 of Swords, is coming in. It's right there, Louis. And it's interesting. How many times have we seen Louis on Pa's lap? And it just almost feels like it almost feels like George was Queen Elizabeth's, right? And of course, Charlotte is Catherine's, and Louis is sticking to Grandpa. Can you see that? Can you see that? Uh, and I think out of all 3 children, I think all 3 of them, this is three, they're all worried about Grandpa, but one more so than the other, and it showed up here on Louis. Little Louis really worried about Grandpa, and I think out of all the great-grandchildren, I think that's who it's going to hit the hardest. Look at this. I just love this. This you could almost see him do like just standing in the wind, enjoying himself. He's got a stick or a ball, or he's throwing or something. Um, yeah, I really can see that for him. So this is interesting. Knight of Cups. Something is missing. Something is missing. Um, that's so poignant, isn't it? Uh, Queen of Swords. Page of Wands. Now, and King of Cups, Louis actually has more people around him. Do you see that? More people around him. This Queen of Swords, so Queen of Words, could be like a teacher. Maybe he's really, maybe he's got a teacher that holds him to the fire, and get your spelling done, and get you get those books read, and he just wants to go to the beach and play. He just wants to play all the time. And here's this mean lady who makes me read and write, and I think that's who this Queen of Swords is. It's almost like a love-hate relationship here. Yeah, this Page of Wands in reverse and King of Cups in reverse. The bad news about Grandpa, that he knows Grandpa's not gonna. He's at the age he understands what's actually going to happen. My grandmother passed away when I was 6, and I actually remember, because of course there's the wake, and you see them laying in the coffin, and I actually remember saying, "Well, why doesn't somebody just open her eyes?" You really don't understand death. You do, but you don't understand death, especially when it's somebody like that. And I just why why don't you just open her eyes? Like, I didn't get it. Like, did someone sew her eyes shut that she can't open her eyes? Like, that's the mind. And now he's going to be 7 or 8. I think he's 7. I think he's understanding more now the news about his dad, his grandpa. I think he's understanding that more. But I think this little guy, I'm not saying he's really bad at school. I'm saying he doesn't like it. He'd rather be out playing like and when you see him, he seems like he's very vibrant and very active. And I'm not saying he has ADHD or anything like that. He's just, some people are like that. Like they're extroverts, and they once they grow up, they're great at sales or being comedians or actors, or like they can't, like not everybody's here to learn how to spell or learn how to read, or well, yeah, you have to learn how to read, but read the classics or learn how to spell, or there's, not everybody's here to do that. Some people are here to be the salesman, the motivational speaker. We need all sorts, and I think that's what we're picking up here with little Louis. That's his plans. He's not going to be one that sits still. Not that he's gonna be bad. He's just like, you know what, this school is not for me. I'll get through it and I'll do it. But as soon as I'm free, I've got bigger plans. I got bigger plans for myself. Now this Knight of Cups, I'm like, something is missing. I'm just really wondering, because this is a dog that's almost red, I'm almost wondering if he thinks about his Uncle Harry. I like, something is missing in his life, and I'm wondering if he's picking up, Dad. I know Dad has a brother. How come we never see him? I know I have cousins. How come I never see them? And that's what I'm picking up here with, something is missing in their life, in his life. And I wonder if, he thinks, because you think George and Charlotte have their older cousins with Zara and Mike, and also Peter Phillips. Well, they're a little bit older, but Louis seems to be quite a bit younger. And I'm wondering if he's thinking, boy, if Archie was here, Archie and I could be friends, right? I could have a cousin friend like Charlotte does, like George does. I could have a cousin friend too. And that's what I'm kind of picking up there with that. Something is missing. Um, yeah, even though it's a Knight of Cups where they come and offer you something, I'm just picking up on the symbology here, right? And that's what an uncle would be in some sense. Your knight in shining armor. It'd be like your uncle comes and he's the fun one, and he breaks some rules that Dad would never be allowed to break, like eating candy before supper, or letting you have that extra popcorn at the movie theater, right? When you have that favorite uncle that does things like that for you. That's really what I'm getting here, is that he's picking up something is missing. So that's little Louis. But I think there's the three kids. I think there is some sorrow there, and I think it's all because they know Pa. They've got limited time with their grandpa. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.